And welcome back to tonight's MLB pregame show as we ramp up to the first pitch this evening. Should be a good one. And as we prepare you for it, we present our Topps Player Spotlight. J. Mack has people around the game buzzing. He took home the AL Cy Young Award last year, and we can see him there receiving the award from his manager just a few moments ago.
Well, the secret's out on this guy, D-Row. He is not only lights out. This guy can get it done. Pitches deep into games. He can eat up innings, and more importantly, his stuff is elite.
I agree, Dan. He shut down the league all season long. I'm interested to see if he builds on last year's Cy Young Award-winning season and gets off to another hot start.
Okay, we're looking forward to this one. Lineups and first pitch on MLB Network are right around the corner. We'll be back right after this. MLB's coverage of baseball on the show brings us to the home of the Braves, Truist Park. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the Washington Nationals and the Atlanta Braves. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. J. Mack gets the starting assignment for the Braves. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, buckle up your seatbelts, everyone, because you're getting a chance to watch one of the best pitchers in this era. How about a career ERA under 1? That's right, under 1.00. Think about that. For every 9 innings pitched, this guy gives up 1 run or less. And if he continues to do that, he's going to set records and continue to win a boatload of games. It'll be interesting to see if he brings that repertoire into this one here today.
Now the first pitch. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, you know they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 spot right now. You know, he's driving in a lot of runs. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 350. That tells me he thrives in those moments. He enjoys it. We'll see if he gets an opportunity to perform with runners on base in this one.
And now for Washington, Michael Ciani entering this one with a top 10 National League batting average mark.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average, without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Now, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And there's out number 2. Ready now is Dave Wynn. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Dave Wynn.
All right, come on.
Pitch on the way.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And it's 1-2.
1-2.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A little low. It's 2-2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the corner a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Nationals gone in order, and now the Braves will step up for their first opportunity to score. Now at the plate, Drew Mendoza, and he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate.
Mendoza.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey!
The windup and the 0-1. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
At the plate now, Jeremy De La Rosa. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 8 home runs and 36 RBIs. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he looks at his sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
Batting 6th, the right fielder, number 18, Victor Robles.
Victor Robles digging in now. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here.
Two down now.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They still trail 1-0. Digging in, the switch hitter, Geraldo Perdomo. 7-8-9, bottom of the order set to go here in the 3rd. First pitch on its way. In there, and it's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Next, it'll be George Muriel. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon.
Muriel.
First delivery to him.
Here.
Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. 0-1 is a splitter that misses for the first ball. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side.
Can we be honest here? That was a terrible pitch. That was right over the heart of the plate. 2 strikes on the guy. He is lucky he's getting this pitch back.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
The pitcher.
Into the box, Alek Manoah. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Now the pitch. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Atlanta leads it 1-0. So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Jay Mack. Past the All-Star break, well into the back half of the season, and he's having a sensational year, really tearing it up on both the mound and in the field. I mean, he's in rare territory.
Matt, you couldn't have said it any better than that. He's
break out the tape measure. That one is long gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 34 home runs now on the year, and it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
He homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Alex DeJesus. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Splitter swung on and missed. 0-1.
I'd like to see this lineup start working the count a little bit more and drive up this pitcher's pitch count.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Hit hard back up the middle. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Stepping in once again is Michael Ciani. First pitch on the way.
Ciani.
And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Standing in now, Dave Wynn. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Plays the 1 here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull the trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. They're down 2-0.
Let's take a better stand. Concentrate in my balance, give life a better chance. I'm too involved in God, not television.
So here now is the pitcher, Jay Mack, to a fine start in this one after launching a homer his first time up.
Boy, this guy right here on that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner. He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. On the ground to the right side. Over to first, and that retires the side. Now to bat, Drew Mendoza, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
The third baseman, Drew Mendoza.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Next up, Jeremy De La Rosa. First time up, he went down looking. And now a pitch on the way.
Jeremy.
No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
1 out, nobody on. Oh, he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
He's got good swing and miss stuff in this game. That's back-to-back Ks, and that was his 9th of the game. If you're striking out 1 or more an inning, you're throwing the ball pretty well.
The right fielder, number 18, Victor.
At the plate, Victor Robles. And he takes ball 1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Counts even at 1-1 to Victor Robles. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
The count now at 2-2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down 4-0. Striding in now for the Nats, Geraldo
Leading off for the
Perdomo.
Nationals,
He'll lead things off
the
in the
shortstop,
Washington sixth.
Geraldo Perdomo.
Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out. Digging in next, George Muriel. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Muriel.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Offensive game plan needs to change right here. They need to get a little bit more aggressive. It's too late to try and work counts.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Bases are empty, one man out. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Robert Poisson gets the call as a pinch hitter, and he'll get a chance with 2 out and the bases empty.
Number 3, Robert Poisson.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. The average sits at 294, and even 20 home runs and 59 RBIs.
Hey, here we go. Plays at 1 now.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Stride it again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Booyah!
So many of today's players talk about rhythm.
So the lineup flips over. Digging in, Alex DeJesus. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he strikes him out here, so that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Next to hit is Michael Ciani, who struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Soft liner towards short, and that'll be the 2nd out. So now to the plate, Dave Wynn grounded out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. The perfection continues. 21 straight retired. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Braves 7 and the Nationals nothing. Now it'll be Drew Mendoza, hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Weak chopper to the left side. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Pretty simple way to start the 8th inning out. A ground ball, and he's 5 outs away from a no-no.
Next up is Jeremy De La Rosa. He went down on strikes last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Come on now. Here we go.
The windup and the 0-1.
Oh, that's low. That's a ball.
1 out, nobody on. That's lifted the other way out to left. Tadano is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the 2nd out.
Well, a huge out number 2 here at the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
So 2 down now in the Washington 8th, and that'll bring up the outfielder Victor Robles. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Got him! So that's 8 perfect innings, and the fans can feel it now as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. So stepping in is Jay Mack. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. Adios, pelota. Shot to dead center, his 3rd home run of the ball game as they have widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake. Wow, you have a great night in hockey.
And now here is Geraldo Perdomo, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. On its way is pitch number 75, and we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Center fielder on the run. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. So he made it through 8 full innings, which is no small feat, let me tell you. But the no-hit bid will end right here as he surrenders hit number 1 here in inning number 9. Doggone, I was hoping we were going to see it that time.
Boy, what looked so promising, Dero, heading through 8 full innings with a no-no, broke it up here to start the 9th inning.
Yeah, he had A-game stuff today, Dan, without question. He needs to take a step back, grab the rosin bag a little bit, allow these fans to give him a little bit of applause, regroup, and go back at it.
Into the box now, George Muriel. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball. 1-1.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the 3rd time he's sent him packing. So he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
Will Wilson will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away.
Wilson.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He'll check in here at 256. 6 home runs and 15 RBIs. 0-1 pitch on its way. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's a hard hit ball and caught over there at front. And that will become out number 2. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Alex DeJesus. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, man, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
I wouldn't be surprised if he uses aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Now a swing and a fly ball. Right fielder giving chase, but this will land untouched. Last strike now for the Nats. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Washington, good night.
Wow, you could feel the electricity in the air with the 9th inning starting. Everyone could feel how close to history we were, but he gives up a hit and loses the no-hit bid. Man, that hurts. He just has to shake it off now and enjoy this one-hitter just the same. Great effort either way.
And 8-0 shutout this evening.